You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button. Got word that former LSU cornerback Denver Harris has his new transfer destination, and looks like he'll be headed to UTSA. That's Texas San Antonio. He's now made that commitment, and it's where he'll continue his college career. You wish Denver Harris well. Of course, everyone knows the story there. Is from the Houston area, played his freshman year at Texas A&M. Kind of a knucklehead, gotten some off-the-field issues, entered the portal, came to LSU. Didn't really work out this year for Denver Harris, went back in the portal, and now he'll finish up his college career, or he'll extend, I should say, his college career at UTSA. Hopefully he stays healthy and has an opportunity to get on the field and play, because it's really what he needs at this point. But I think, if anything, the Denver Harris situation is evidence that the scouting services don't always get it right. And, he was a 5-star. I know there was a lot of people who were very excited about the prospects that Denver Harris had. And I was one of them as well. I mean, when you sign a 5-star, you think, man, this guy's going to be a great improvement in talent at a position of need. And it just didn't work out for Denver Harris here. But the thing is, Brian Kelly, as the season went along, tried to tell you this. And we tried to tell you this as well. There were a lot of you that were not happy with me, but we talked during fall camp, and Denver Harris was running with the 3s, and I pretty consistently came here with my notes, and a lot of you pushed back and said, oh, no, they're just making him earn it. No, they weren't making him earn it. He couldn't play. And Brian Kelly, can you play number 2? This was the beginning of the season. Brian Kelly started to kind of tell you the story with Denver Harris.
Denver is in that process of learning how to do things a little bit differently than he had been doing it before. So it's becoming, clear to him what he needs to do on a day-to-day basis to find the field here. And look, he's got a lot of ability, but it's more in this program than just having athletic ability. He's got to do the work in the classroom. He's got to do the work, in terms of the day-to-day details and making good choices, good decisions, and he's making progress there. But, it's a journey for him right now.
It's more than just athletic ability. It's the process. It's details. It's a journey for him. I mean, Brian Kelly tried to tell you that. He tried to tell you. Most people didn't want to hear it. But, it's one of those things where when you look at the scouting services, we always just assume a 5-star recruit is going to hit. And I know there's a higher hit rate with 5 stars than others, but it's not it's not a guarantee. Just pick a year. I'm going to go to the composite from 2017. I'm just randomly picking a year. If this loads. I'm just getting a circle wheel. Here we go. Let's look at these are the 5 stars from 2017 in the composite. Jalen Phillips, who went to UCLA. I tell you, Muse, jump on the mic. I want to, Paulie, you can as well. Tell me if we think these 5 stars were hits or not. Jalen Phillips, UCLA, number 1 player in the country.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. Number 1 player in the country. Najee Harris, that was a hit. Alex Leatherwood, we have a starter. Yeah. Cam Akers.
Sure.
Marvin Wilson at Florida State, big defensive lineman, had a nice career.
Yeah.
Jeff Okudah became a top 10 pick.
That's a hit.
Foster Sarrell.
Yeah, going to go with a miss.
Offensive lineman that went to Stanford. Joshua Kando.
I don't know that guy.
Edge rusher, went to Florida State, the number 8 player in the country. Sean Wade. I think he's probably most known because during COVID, his dad was the one who was kind of stumping for them to play. But he's in the NFL. Trey Smith at Tennessee was a great player. He just dealt with the blood clots and you kind of...
out of his control a little bit, yeah.
Isaiah Wilson at Georgia.
Okay, yeah.
Dylan Moses was the number 12 player in the country. Dealt with a lot of injuries during his time at Bama, but the number 13 player was Walker Little an offensive tackle that went to Stanford. Chase Young was the 14th best player in the country.
He was pretty good. I'd say they got that one right. Yeah.
One spot ahead of Baron Browning.
No.
I guess Donovan Peoples-Jones, Richard LeCount, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, LeBron Ray, Jacoby Stevens, 5-star number 21.
Hey.
Davis Mills. Davis Mills was a 5. Stanford had 3 5-stars.
Not Davis. Not that Davis Mills.
Davis Mills. Stanford had 3 5. A quarterback and 2 tackles. 3 5-stars in the top 22. Hunter Johnson, 5-star quarterback that went to Clemson.
What?
AJ Epinesa. Kalen LeBourne, 5-star that went to Florida State. Running back. Yep.
Nope. Got nothing for you.
Darnay Holmes, 5-star cornerback that went to UCLA. Calvin Ashley, 5-star offensive tackle that went to Auburn. Another 5-star, Colby Parkinson, 5-star tight end went to Stanford. They had 4 or 5. What happened to Stanford?
Wait a minute. Are we sure this is accurate? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm dead serious. 4 or 5-stars with Stanford. Quarterback, 2 tackles, and a tight end. Why did they stink?
They should have had one of the best offenses
ever.
My
God. Wyatt Davis, Aubrey Solomon, who is probably most well remembered for signing day when he committed to the University of Miami and put on a Michigan hat. But he was committing to Michigan, but said Miami anyway. Jedrick Wills, Tua. Tua was the number 32 player in the country.
That worked.
And that's it. He was the lowest rated of the 5-stars. But you get my point? Like, just because you got a 5-star, yeah, you might get Tua. You might get Chase Young. You might get Darnay Holmes or Kalen LeBourne. You got Kalen LeBourne. That's what happened. I mean, Denver Harris was more... He was more Foster Sarrell and less Jeff Okuda. Put it to you that way. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay. Wish him well, though, man. Like, I hope he does well. I hope he finds his way athletically and at UTSA and gets on the field and becomes a great player and lives up to all the potential he has. But for everybody who was sitting there last year saying, oh, they're making him earn it, like, because that's what a lot of you, I mean, I tried to tell him, kids couldn't play. The staff knew he couldn't play. He just played press man, and it was a problem. And then he went out and played press man against Grambling and was getting mossed. It was just, they missed, man. They just missed. They missed on everybody in that secondary. So, see them turn it around this year. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.